I want to go back to this question, which I didn't raise in my time, but you know, you and I have had an exchange. I've written you an extensive letter that I went over in great detail with the education community back home. Dissatisfaction with No Child Left Behind, which in my state is intense. Intense. A very strong feeling that No Child Left Behind, this is not your responsibility. This came in a previous administration, a previous Congress. But what do we do going forward to correct it? Because the people, the education community in my state, and I mean on every level, I'm talking teachers, administrators, school board members, tell me the thing just does not relate to rural areas like the one I represent.
So rural, urban, suburban, I've heard that everywhere I go. We want to fix the law. Again, we want to fix it before the August recess, so we go back in the school year, the better law. We can only fix it and only want to work in a bipartisan way to do that. We want a law that is fair, that's flexible, and much more focused. Let me just tell you quickly a couple things I think are wrong with the current law that with a common sense approach we can fix. As I said earlier, the common law is far too punitive, many ways to fail. The only reward for success is you're not labeled a failure. So how do we fix all those things? We have to reward success, reward excellence, great teachers, great principals, great schools, districts, states beating the odds. Went to school in your state, George C. Hall in Mobile, Alabama, historically struggling school. Amazing job, shows what's possible. Where we see excellence, we got to shine a spotlight.
To me, it's utterly bizarre. I don't understand why a measure of success is comparing one third grade to another third grade. I always say my brother's third grade was not nearly as bright as mine. So how you can compare the two, it's not quite true. It's just the reverse is true. But let me just say this. I mean, I can understand if we're measuring a student's progress, if we're measuring the progress of an individual class, that makes sense to me. Right. But comparing one third grade against another third grade to judge whether or not the school is performing, to me is bizarre.